All right, here we go again. Can I buy a transmission on the internet, have it shipped 1,000 miles away from me to a car that's broken down, put it in said car, and then drive that car 1,000 miles back home in a weekend? Can I? Can I? Can I? Can I? Well, you're just gonna have to watch and find out. All right, there she is. She got all snowed on. She's in Montana. But don't worry, I got a new transmission for you. The transmission got delivered. There it is. That's been waiting for me. So now I just got to take that and put it in that.
Am I good? Yeah, you're good.
I only have first gear.
The shit we do!
It barely moves. I only have first gear.
We just dug this Mustang out of the hole here.
starting the trip back. This car had broken down in Montana, and I have to get it all the way back to Minneapolis with that transmission. So it's early morning, just starting out. Got 1,000 miles to go. All right, there's the mileage. Those miles are not accurate, of course, because I've replaced this engine. I'm probably about 40,000 miles less than that, so I think I have about 150,000 miles on this, but there it is for reference, and it's about 1,000 miles home, so let's do it. All right, here I am. Sun's just coming up. I'm only about 25 miles in, but so far everything's going normal. My biggest concern right now actually is not even the transmission, it's this road. So I'm hoping that when the sun comes up, the sun will kind of melt the roadway. Like it does seem, I can't tell if it's wet or if it's icy, but I clearly am driving a Mustang that is a rear-wheel drive car. And there's nothing out here, as you can tell, so I do not want to go into the ditch. So I'll just keep trucking along and report back in a little bit. I made it to Lewistown. I think it's very interesting that in Montana they plow all the snow right in the middle of the road. Like in Minnesota, they plow it towards the edge, you know, over on the sidewalk, but this is interesting to me. In here, they plow it right in the middle, and that actually seems like the better way to do it, so then the snow is not piling up on the curb. So I've never seen that before, but you can see it. They got it all plowed right in the middle. Alright, as far as the trip goes, this is probably the worst section I have to drive through. I have to drive through the mountains. And so I am only going about 30 miles an hour because it is pretty icy. So this will be the worst part of the trip for me to drive through. So far so good though, the car's running great, transmission's doing great. I got about 100 miles in so far. And I have no issues yet, so I don't think I'm going to. I shouldn't say yet. I'm not going to have any issues. Positive thinking, the power of positive thinking. So it is very beautiful up here. It is just very icy. And like I said, I'm driving a rear-wheel drive car, so I could very well spin out at any minute. So everything's going good so far. I'm still in Montana. 75 miles. The sun is starting to come out, so the road is melted. It's just wet now, so that's good. But there's still nothing. So on this stretch of roadway that I'm on, there's just nothing out here. There's a couple of rest stops and that's it. I mean, you don't really even see small towns out here. So once I get to Highway 94, I'll feel a lot better because that's more heavily traveled. You know, just in case anything happens, but nothing's gonna happen. Very, very, very small towns on this road. Here's another one. Small town, Montana. Oh, look at that. They're building something new right there. This town's picking up. It's going to be a big building. I got a John Deere dealership here. Maybe this town's turning around. Yep. On this trip, I've seen a lot of these tiny, tiny, tiny small towns. I've gone about 275 miles so far. Things are doing good. I got about 50 miles to Highway 94. And then hopefully smooth sailing the rest of the way home. Again, knocking on wood. It's one of those windmill blades. Wow, you do not realize how big these suckers are until they come by you. That is just one single blade for one of those wind turbines. Wow. That posted 80 miles an hour. Wowza. About 600 miles in at this point, and everything is going great still. It is taking me a long time to drive this route, but the car's running great. Transmission is running great, so I'm just going to keep at it. Scenery has definitely changed. I'm in North Dakota right now. I'm about 2 hours west of Fargo. The road is nice and dry, so I can just kick the cruise on, just sit back and relax. There it is, Big Bad City. I made it, 1,000 miles. Minneapolis skyline. I made it 1,000 miles. Transmission made it the whole way. Fresh out of the crate. 1,000 miles. All right, there it is. I made it back. 1,000 miles. Give or take. I had no issues. And yeah, transmission ran great. So I would highly recommend getting one from Powertrain Products.